Hello, everyone, and welcome to Storm King's Thunder Big Boy Season, episode 14, which I forgot to update the episode count. Woo! We are back for another exciting journey in the Forgotten Realms, joined by our usual cast of players. So we'll just introduce those lovely people. But I'm, of course, Matthew Foreman, at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I am a content creator, and yeah, I'm here at Dice Priority. Take it away, Faye.
Hi, I'm Faye. My Twitter is at Faye Hots. My Twitch is Faye14, where I stream Teamfight Tactics a lot, basically. And I'm playing Aubrey Harper. She is a human artificer, maybe Terminator.
Oh, true. Literally Terminator. And rumor has it you're like a tournament champion in TFT. That's just what I've heard.
Oh, yeah. I'm two-time champion of Heroes Hearts Fight Night. Back to back.
That's awesome. Crowan.
Hello, my name is Crowan. Similarly to Faye, I also play a lot of Teamfight Tactics. Recently got picked up by Cloud9 actually to play for them, so that's a big pog, big excite. Been grinding away at that. My Twitch is twitch.tv/Crowan. Same with my Twitter. And yeah, a lot of TFT stuff, but today for D&D I'll be playing Zane Korakai, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
Freaking awesome. And you got not fan art. You got a character portrait done of Zane. That was really cool to see.
I did. I need to upload that to places. And
it's okay.
Yeah, it's super cool.
It's pretty great. Casanova.
Hello, I'm Casanova. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Casanova Hots. I will be playing Classic WoW on launch week, going for World First Rag in the guild Hero. So that's pretty exciting. But other than that, I'm just here playing Lucius Cavalieri's, the human bard, hanging out.
Awesome. May.
I am May. You can find me. I'm on Twitter at MaybeBuzz and on Instagram at MaybeBuzz. I complain a lot on Instagram, on social media. So if you're into that and hot takes, I'm the person to follow. And I play Alyssa Seleniari in this campaign. She's an Asmar Druid, 15-year-old problem child, parent issues. You know.
Problem child, yeah.
Pretty great. Tomster.
Hello, my name is Tomster. That is Tomster_Hots on Twitch and or Twitter. What? Matt, are you hello?
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm dramatic.
I am also playing Classic WoW with the guild Hero for World First Ragnaros.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna stream? Is that gonna be stream?
Yeah.
We're both streaming. We're both gonna be streaming.
Is Tomster gonna stream on his own channel?
Yeah, actually, may stream on his own channel.
Pog!
Never seen before.
Holy shit.
I play Kaiser, the fighter, half drow, human, who knows anymore? The paradigm. Smile.
Smile. Hee smile. I hate that smiley face so much. It's like every little creepy shitbag on Twitch uses that smile. And the crooked one too. I didn't like that you just did that, streamer. Crooked smile face.
I hate that smile.
That's Faye's favorite.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Okay, so when we last left our wonderful heroes, we last left our heroes, they had just journeyed north to the city of Gauntlgrim after reeling from a giant menace at Tribor. and losing their comrade Kaiser Swoden to the mysterious and elusive Copperhead, Maya turned Copperhead. They were aided by some Fey spirits that May had been in contact with, and led through Neverwinter Wood to the city of Gauntlgrim, where they held audience with Brunar, the legendary warrior Brunar Battlehammer, and met some of the local color. And all the while, Kaiser endured this kind of brutal tutelage from this mysterious drow woman who he believed to be his mother. And also there was a mysterious kind of drow male wizard figure who did not speak. They eventually both made their Kaiser being lost in the Underdark and making his way up, and the party making their way down in the Underdark. They met and fended off a drow intrusion, a drow-led intrusion that were after something. Perhaps I'm not sure if the party knows, but they were after something in the city of Gauntlgrim. But they did not make it, for the party rebuffed them. And also along the way, Kaiser met a really cute little gnome that they abandoned. and so we pick back up in the city of Gauntlgrim, with the party making their way to Brunar Battlehammer. Party, what do you wish to do? So loud.
I think we were going to go talk to Battleman, right? That's his name?
Battlehammer.
Yeah. That one.
Bruno.
Is it Bruner Battleman? That's right, Dom. You got it.
Battlemans.
Or butterfly.
Those are all
Qu'est-ce que
his
c'est?
names. Who?
Quoi?
All right. Yes, I suppose we should head back to Bruno, report our findings.
Yeah.
Of course.
So why is my music so deafeningly loud? What is this? So y'all just go there without any consternation or anything else? You go to the the Throne of Morden?
I
Unless
guess
there's
so.
anything we'd need to discuss beforehand, then I suppose we'll head off. Anyone? No? Okay.
I don't believe so. I think we can
All right.
make our way over.
You gotta find out if these people are in it or not.
Yeah,
in on
'cause
it.
They thought the wall. We were thinking the wall was right. They, who's up on the up and up.
All right. You know,
Down and down.
I guess let's go.
Off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard of Gauntlgrim.
Yes.
I don't think he was a wizard. Actually,
You don't know.
I'm actually a warrior, not a wizard.
You could be both.
Yeah, can't you be both?
You probably could be.
Well, then why are you assuming? Transition.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So you do make your way. May remind me, you cast Charm Person on Kaiser?
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
Yeah.
She definitely did.
Thanks so much for that. So you approach and make your way to the. You go around, you stake through the city, and come back up higher into the mountain. Mountain is the right word, and arrive at these golden heavy doors that guard the Throne of Morden. And you wait for some time. After all the kind of things and whatnot, you are escorted in before the Throne of Morden with Brunar Battlehammer sitting atop it. You are escorted, if memory serves, by some of the guards, but you said that they should leave some of their forces there at the forge, correct?
Yeah, to watch in case something happens, since there was a gap in that mine shaft.
Understood. Excuse me. So, with that, then, after some time, you're escorted in, like I said, and you have audience with Brunar Battlehammer, and he will say, I understand you bring me good tidings and good news from your venture.
Yes, as you can see, we've found our friend. Um, I wouldn't say it's all good news, but definitely better than not knowing. There was an opening in one of the tunnels. It seemed as though someone had been replacing it so that they could have access.
Someone's been sneaking in and out of the city.
As how it seemed. And below we ran into drow, which we dispatched a few of them, but not sure if there are more.
Very well could be if you encountered a few of them.
Yes, there were a couple very strong soldiers, but we were able to take care of them.
Were they men?
Yes, I believe so.
Either they were, well, renegade males or lone wolves, but if they were men, then they were just part of a scouting party. The real leader's somewhere else. If you didn't dispatch the woman, you didn't dispatch the leader.
I see.
The drow have been making inroads in and out of Gauntlegrim. Suppose I know what they want. They've always wanted.
And what might that be?
Gauntlegrim is a fabled city of legendary power. Eons ago, and I don't know, I only know what the rune keepers tell me. But some time ago, the Forge of Gauntlegrim was constructed, and it houses the life force of a Dawn Titan, a creature not seen since the Dawn War. One of the essence of a powerful primordial that warred with the gods and fought them to a great loss. The fraction of this creature is so immense and so powerful, it can power the great and eternal Forge of Gauntlegrim unendingly, and allows us to make some of the finest crafts you'll ever find.
And you think they seek access to this?
It's an elemental. It can be controlled. That's one of the reasons it's housed and imprisoned and heavily guarded in the forge beneath the city.
Do you think that the drows would pose a real threat, or do you believe that you would be able to keep this under control?
I can certainly keep it under control as long as I'm there in time, but I can't exactly bird dog the forge. I could set up my throne down there, but it's pretty unbearable to be around. I mean, it is almost. I mean, you walked through the great forges to get where you were, and you could feel the heat. Well, the actual source of that flame is several hundred feet down, and that's how hot it is. So it's not really tenable to live around.
Of course.
But we can always increase the guard. If you stop the scouting party, we can at least try that.
Perhaps they will come with more force next time? Or maybe we have deterred them for quite a while? I do not know. How persistent are drows usually? Do you know?
They are persistent, stubborn, and can be dogmatically minded.
So we should prepare for the worst, perhaps?
Well, I appreciate you deputizing yourself, but I mean, I don't expect you to live in Gauntlegrim and wait out your days for drow.
Nor did I exactly want to live, but as I was referring to before on our last meeting, there is something of a perhaps alliance or relationship, perhaps, that we could come to. Might be able to help you in some of your problems here involving the drow.
And how do your friends feel about this?
Well, you helped us get Kaiser back. I'm not opposed to helping out around here for a little while.
Helping would mean going back down, right?
Well, I suppose there are many ways. I'm not necessarily going back down, but perhaps either doing some research, some a little bit of espionage. There is a certain someone that we all know that perhaps could also help with something of the sort of this. So, I mean, there are many ways. We could go back down. I suppose, Kaiser, you would not want to do something such as that right now?
There's a gnome down there that needs my help.
So you would want to, or are you trying to avoid?
I've been
Or
down here for so long. I think I've grown a bit accustomed to the darkness, so I think it's not too bad.
Kaiser, you want to go back down there?
yeah, I'm still not getting a quite clear answer here.
Yes.
Okay.
The gnome or for other reasons?
Uh,
We'll go get
two
the gnome. If you're so concerned about the gnome, we'll go
Two.
get him.
Two.
Okay, okay.
The gnome, right? I think he is actually a very good source of information as he's been down there for hundreds of years, right?
So you're saying that we should go save the gnome and then we can use him to find information about everybody else?
Yes. And then number 2 is what I told you about earlier about me seeing the drow down there, right? That they were talking about some mission or plan that we probably would need to research more.
Oh, you didn't know what the mission was, right? It was just you heard they were talking about a mission.
I'll double check. It's something about the primordial resting place to keep it out of the hands of somebody else.
That sounds a bit like what Bruno just told us about.
Just making sure. Double
So it seems that
Connect.
they absolutely are after that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we've confirmed it by what you've heard.
It would seem so.
Did the gnome have any information about us?
I didn't get to ask him. I kind of just talked to him about mushrooms.
That's it?
Yeah, basically.
Did the gnome seem all together?
Yeah, he seemed, pretty. If I had to give like a 1 out of 10 scale for, together, I'd give him like a 6.5. It's above average, right? So it's not too bad.
It could be worth investigating, or at least inquiring. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the supposed alliance that I was alluding to, Bruno Battlehammer, was more something larger, perhaps between Gontlugrim and Mirabar, but I'm not opposed to starting with something like this, something to sort of right the wrongs that have been done over the last years. Of course, it will not erase everything that was done, but it is a start.
Right.
So we're gonna go back, is what you guys are all saying.
Well, we should probably rest first.
Okay, good. I tired, but like, are we gonna bring more people with us? Bruno, are you gonna send people with us?
Sorry, I just got an update. He says, well, I'm mightily concerned about something. Is he says, I'm willing to send someone with you, sure, but I'm worried about sending too many of our forces forward. Now, I can hold with some men, some good men, and some good soldiers. There we go. Some good soldiers. I can hold the forge for some time and keep watch over it while the rest of you all make your excursion. And I'm happy to send you with a soldier if you feel like you need it. But every person I send in there is one less for the protection of the forge. And I can tell you right now, the drow agent that's been coming in and out, sure, that's a thing. But for a real strike, they don't need to. I mean, they don't need to come in through the back door. They can just. Drow are famed for their mastery of arcane magic. They can just teleport in. So this is going to be very dangerous.
Do you have any defenses or stuff like that? The arcane, the teleportation? Do you have?
We've got.
I know.
We've got some spellbreaker priests and runes and things that we can do, but it's going to be just require a lot of our men to make round the clock to keep us safe. If you all say you encounter drow, perhaps you can go back into the Underdark and root out whatever strike force you encountered.
Perhaps so.
And if there is a gnome that is a wizard or something, I mean, he's welcome to come on in and be part of the city, or he can help, or if he helps, we'll pay him.
Right. I'll let him know. He seemed like he's living like a quiet life down there by himself in the darkness.
With the mushrooms.
With the mushrooms, thank you.
Perhaps too quiet.
Perhaps too quiet, so I think you should try and talk to him if we
Yeah,
can.
did they like drug you, Kaiser? Or
Which ones?
the people that were holding you captive? You said they beat you. Did they hit you over the head a couple times?
So I'll pull out the poison thing that I brought with me, and I'll put it out and say. So how I escaped from the initial predicament, right, was I was left in a room with this thing, and it was just spraying out poison, right? And I was
Right.
able to escape and turn it off.
How?
Breaking the bars and tapping it.
Okay, and then so after this poison, you left and you found a magical gnome who told you about mushrooms.
Yes.
Did you eat any of the mushrooms? Hi, monster.
What's the question again? Sorry.
Did you eat any of the mushrooms?
No, I was on my way to get them, and then I ran into you guys.
You sure?
I would be sure.
Some mushrooms you don't need to eat. Some mushrooms you only need to touch. Did you touch any mushrooms?
No, I told you I was on the way to the mushrooms, and I walked into you guys, so I didn't even get to the mushrooms.
Yeah, we did see a lot of mushrooms near where we were fighting the drow.
And it's right around that time, pop, the charm person spell ends, and you are aware that you have been charmed.
Let's go.
Where are we going? Where are you
Go
going?
down.
Kaiser, where?
We're going down.
Where are you
I
going?
start
Where are
walking.
we? What? Kaiser?
We should probably rest before we head down.
Do we need to really?
Yeah, we just fought like 700 drow.
There was like maybe 5. Okay, there is a man down there dying by himself without
He's been
any
there.
food.
He's lived on that for hundreds of years. He can probably survive a
The
few
just
hours.
need a
magical
nap.
gnome is probably going to be okay. And we'll head back
If
down.
we go down there and his dead body's there, it's on you. You know.
I will take personal
You know-
blame if that
Okay.
happens.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. I was going to, but I'm glad that gets to be lifted
That's
off my
someone
shoulders. That's one less life I have to worry about.
All right, sure, fine. Let's rest and we go.
Okay.
Putting you on a timer.
May I see the
Alright.
thing that you took from the poison thing?
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
So inspect it, just give it a once over.
Oh, and Bruno, you should know of the woman who showed us that there was that gap. Shit, I can't remember her name. It's not in my notes. The old lady at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
Does anyone have it?
Maestra.
Maestra.
Yes, Maestra was the one who showed us.
He says, yeah, old Maestra, she's a crotchety busybody. What about her?
Well, she's the one who had discovered that there was that gap that was being potentially used for people to move between the city and below.
Indeed.
She's the one who showed us.
I'll never hear the end of it now.
The Blastmaster was no help.
As I recall, he seems rather adamant that there was no openings.
That's true, he did, but
Indeed. I had mentioned to Maestra that she would be able to be rewarded. Now he's you could see Suzette, or we could, but I will leave that in your judgment.
She will certainly be rewarded. I just won't enjoy giving her her reward.
I see. Well, thank you, Bruno. And we will, I suppose, make another excursion down after we get some rest.
You can stay for free at the Gilded Goat.
Appreciate that.
Enjoy your much-deserved rest, heroes. And I do believe I owe you for your services rendered. I think.
That is true, yes.
That's
believe
right,
so.
he did say something about that.
I'm sure.
Well, Kaiser has no idea.
Sounds good.
Let me check here. Let me do my math real quick. He gives you 1,250 gold.
Each.
Incorrect.
You tried.
It's 250 each. Alrighty.
Get 250, guys.
I think we got 250. if I-
Yeah, we might
calculations
get
right there.
to.
Let me
50.
put in the math really quick. I think it's 250 that we each get.
Interesting.
Oh.
I did the math.
I missed
Crazy.
you. I missed you, little shits.
Crazy.
The worst. So you're able to make your way to the Gilded Goat if you so choose. You can try to do some shopping if you want.
Is there any good shops up here, guys? Did you check them out? You guys took a while, so I assumed you went shopping.
Do you know how long it is if we don't travel by a airship? It takes a little bit.
Do you want us to put you back down there, Kaiser?
Oh my god, was a joke. Okay. Is there anything good up here?
It might be the first time you've told a joke in your life, then.
I've had a lot of time down there to think.
You thought of a few other ones? You have some
I got
stored,
some on the
or-
back, but
Have you got like an entire set ready for us?
No, I got like 5.
It's
It's a
good
quick
enough.
one, like an open mic, 2 minutes.
As a matter of fact, we did not go around shopping. We,
So you don't know any of the shops up here?
I mean, we visited when we are investigating because I believe it was Maya who had brought some goods into Gonsul Grim and she took them to an area. So we know where some things are sold. I don't know, we didn't go shopping there per se, but...
Also, I forgot to bring this. Aubrey, your goggles stopped working, so I'll just give them back to you. I don't know if you can fix them or...
I can see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
I don't need them anymore, but in case someone else needs them, I don't know.
Why do you not need them anymore?
I like I said, I was down there for like a while, right? And I think that my eyes were able to adjust to the darkness.
I immediately run over to him and grab his face like this and start looking in his eyeballs. And I go to lick his eyeball.
I back up.
What are you doing? I'm checking your eyes. You said that you can't, like...
You can look at my eyes. You can't look my eyes.
How... Every person that I've ever licked their eyeballs, their eye problem was fixed.
Well, that it's no problem. I didn't.
Meg, or Alyssa, go ahead and roll me medicine.
A lick roll.
Roll for lick.
She's gonna natural 20.
Yeah, watch.
Actually, faker.
Almost.
Almost. 25 total.
So even though you're kind of mostly doing it, your character and you actually you may be a 15-year-old crazy druid, but you're actually pretty knowledgeable about medicine and the human body and stuff like that, and you're actually pretty highly perceptive in this regard. And even as you kind of do it to troll him, you're actually giving it a good look. And what you see is with his eye, you see that there's a kind of a natural pulsating that the eye does, and then as it slows down, that becomes a cataract. And what you can see is his eyes are rapidly moving, expanding and closing, expanding and closing. So he has incredible vision.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2. What? You changed it.
I know you.
2, 1, 1, 2, 5, 2.
What does it say on that tapestry over there at the very bottom?
There's a speaker. There's a mug.
That's an interesting tapestry. The speaker of the mug.
Guys, there's totally something different with his eyes. They're like, I don't know. It's almost like his eyes are better than they were before, or at least they're doing a lot of stuff. Like they can see a lot.
They can't, I mean, he was in the dark for a long time. Does it not have some sort of reaction to that? Or are you talking about something else?
I don't know. They're just going like this.
I mean, I am no physician or something of the sort, but is this very strange?
I mean, it's a little bit strange. Do they hurt? Do your eyes hurt?
No, my eyes are fine, normal, good even.
I mean,
Do you have any sensitivity to light?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
You have your armor on, yes?
Oh, you're correct. I
So
do.
You are sensitive to light, but it is dimly lit in here because you're underground.
Yes, as you look at the armor I have on, which makes me shine like a disco ball.
shine bright like a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, perhaps your eyes have always been this way. You've just never spent enough time in darkness.
I probably believe that one.
Well, because I mean, you did tell us that you thought that that lady was your mother, right? So yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if that drow woman is your mother, then well, drow of course have exceptional dark vision.
The math's adding up here.
It's just strange that it was latent in you, but I guess spending time in the darkness, as you said,
Awoke it.
made a difference.
Better phrase,
Yeah.
That
Well,
seems strange to me, no? Some things are inherently genetic, but
well, you have a tail and horns.
I do not have a tail. I have horns.
Oh, I keep forgetting. sorry.
Yo, you keep saying
I
that,
just
Kaiser,
assumed
and
it's in his
you
pants
can't
somewhere.
just assume that.
It's like he's like around his tail.
It's
maybe.
so offensive, Kaiser. You really
You
need
know
to stop
what?
with that.
Zane, I am sorry.
It is okay. I mean,
Something just fell. What was it?
yeah, it's like my teeth are a little bit sharp. I have horns. I mean, these are genetic things. I've had these my whole life, but you have not had that your whole life. You have just recently awakened or discovered something like that.
I
I
mean,
wonder why it was not the case before.
Perhaps he's always had it. He's just never been in a situation where he was in the darkness that long.
Yeah, I mean, you know how drows work. They're in darkness, 24/7, 69.
I mean, it's just called the Underdark, so...
Yeah. So, and then being on the surface would, maybe it just, eyes didn't need to adapt.
Perhaps that makes sense. Yes. Well, it is a useful thing to have.
Yes. I suppose I don't need to fix those goggles now.
Well, I think Lucius needs them, right?
Well, neither of us can see in the dark, right, Aubrey? but we'll just make some light.
I mean, I can cast light, so.
Yeah.
Also, I need to get this armor off me.
Well, then
Good
it's a
luck with
good
that
thing we're
one.
going to sleep, right?
Oh, so that doesn't help, right? I need a decurs.
Yeah, I can't help you with that one.
Okay.
Maybe you can find one in the city somewhere?
Bruno, battle map. Are there any mages, wizards, sorcerers?
Yeah, you didn't just have that whole conversation in front of the Lord of Gauntlgrim. You were escorted out the hall.
Yeah.
on your way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I presume we were going
You
there
left
somewhere.
them.
Yeah, you were on your way
Said,
out.
said I left
I
the room.
walk away.
Left it, walked back in. Hey, excuse me.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! What up? You can try to ask. You did pass through a clerical area. You were, so on your way out of the Hall of Warden, you literally passed through. I forget the Iron Tabernacle, which is the clerical ward. You can ask them.
Okay. I would go ask them.
A feminine dwarf priest that you approach, standing outside of one of the more populated temple areas, just gives you a curious look. What do you say to her?
Yeah, okay, so I got this armor, right, from this guy who said it was on sale, right? And at the time I didn't know, but it ended up being cursed, so I can't take it off. But I would be fine if in light it blinds me, right? So if you could find someone or yourself do something about the curse for now so I can take it off, that would be great, as I could better do my duties.
Okay, so you're going to the surface?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm happy to remove the curse.
Oh, thank you.
For the services you were done to the city, no charge for this time. And
Bog.
she casts remove curse, and the armor falls. Ting.
Ting. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot, actually.
We tried to sell that armor so you don't make the mistake of putting it on again.
You know what? That's a pretty good idea. When we get to like a bigger town, maybe I'll do that where we're not as known.
I mean, someone down here might want it.
Yeah, but I'd rather go somewhere where people don't know us.
Quick question, Kaiser. We are going back down into the Underdark, correct?
Yeah. Mhm.
So wasn't that armor helping in that scenario?
But the main effect was kind of overlapping. So it gave me the invisibility, right, which was really good. But I feel that as our only person who can actually get hit, being invisible is not too useful, right?
Well, what if we want to like sneak up on them and hear what their plans are?
Well, there's some more tactical things I could do. I could beat bait. I could, swim.
What?
Alright,
Swim.
I mean, of course, what is done is done. So we.
Well, he can always put it back on.
I don't want to put it back on. Also, since I took off the armor, I can put back on my red bottoms.
I do love the red bottoms.
I know they're pretty good. You guys should have got a pair.
I really wish I had bought some shoes from Mummy because those red bottoms are excellent.
We know where he is, so.
That's true.
That we do. I wonder if
Remind
he'll
me.
be there for long. I mean, I don't know. He's doing some interesting things up here, making some interesting enemies in Mirabar, but who knows?
Okay.
So, do you want to go shopping, Kaiser, now or later?
I would like to go to sleep and go down, but if the shopping would help us in any way, it would increase efficiency and we'd go faster anyway. So I think shopping's okay.
All right. That was I think it was called the Gold Hammer Trading Post. Probably has some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone of us needed?
Yeah, there's a few things I could pick up.
Yeah, I need food and water.
So I suppose we should probably stock up on that if you're going to be doing any excursions into the Underdark.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you do know that the general store is actually just a general store. Y'all inspected for magic items and didn't quite really find that. But there is another shop in the town called the Glaston Blade.
Very interesting.
And that's like a more magic-y shop?
It is the premier smith shop. It's a small town. It's a small city, so they don't produce a ton of wares. But what they do produce is pretty nice.
Well, let's go there first, I
Okay.
suppose.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So you enter into the Glaston Blade, and one thing that you do find is that almost everything here is in fact made of glass, like the furniture, the shelving, all of it is just glass. You can basically just see through the interior. There is a dwarf with really wicked colored blue hair that sits on the other side of the counter that seems to be the store owner or proprietor, or at least the person on shift. They look up at you, and they have one eye which is covered in an eye patch, and wear these kind of very gentle white commoner clothes, soft white, and they look at us and goes, "Oh, welcome to the Glaston Blade." Muted, man.
Oh my god, I love your hair. How do I get hair that's blue?
You dye it.
What do you dye it with?
No.
I get mine dyed.
Where?
My friend does it.
They do mine?
Yes. I mean, I can ask them.
I have to go do this thing with all these people. It's gonna be dark, but I totally want to get it done. That's why we're here. We're here to get things for our trip.
How about you get the hair dyed on the way back so you could be in the sun with it and so you could see it more, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kaiser.
It's true, you didn't let her finish.
I'm not sure I have everything you might, God damn it, chat. I suppose you might, I might not have everything you need, but I have one or two things that might interest you. So what is it that you're looking for? Something to protect yourself? Something to harm? What is it?
So we have some people who like bows, I believe.
Oh, bows. I don't really have anything in that kind of category, but man, let me check. And they kind of start to roll around. Bows, okay. What else? What else do you like?
Shields, long swords, and great swords.
And any, do you have any musical instruments by chance?
I'm no bard, unfortunately. You should go to
right.
Neverwinter or perhaps Waterdeep for something like that.
Of course.
Yeah, we should just take a little pop over there real quick.
But if any of you are spellcasters of the like, I've got something that I'm very proud of. So,
Yes.
So he's going to hold up a couple items. First off, he holds up pristinely beautiful silk gloves that have mithril webbing all throughout. And these are gloves of missile snaring.
Ooh.
They go for 500 gold. He then holds up these really, really ornate bracers that are mithril and then have these kind of glass ornamentation and fixtures that kind of course with an arc of lightning. And these are bracers of protection. They are 850 gold. He then comes around with a dagger, actually, a magical dagger, which is glass. He says, "This one's a little special," and sets it aside. And then he pulls up. He's like, "This one I'm very proud of," and he pulls out a beautifully sleek and well reinforced glass staff, which has a fixture of just a kind of a metal knob at the head of it on either end of it. He says, "This is my prized creation. Not much of a spellcaster myself, but tried my hand on it." And he sets it on. And that is a glass staff of defense.
Ooh.
It is 1,000 gold. That's everything I'm pretty proud of. I might have a few little knickknacks about. I'd have to look in the back.
What color are the gloves?
They are whitish, probably, or perhaps, yeah, they're whitish. I guess they're mithril.
Okay.
Oh, I see you are eyeing those gloves, Lucius.
Yes, I'm not sure they really fit my aesthetic, but this could be quite useful. Oh, and you said that dagger. What was that one?
That one is a little something special I cooked up, as a matter of fact.
It's cursed.
No, I don't do cursed. Well,
That's true. The last time someone said something was special, it was cursed.
So he said, "Well."
He says, no, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. He says, this dagger is gifted. When you hold on to it, it hums with a nice little song. And even when you close your eyes, you can still see. It's a dagger of blind sight.
Oh my.
That is very
That's
interesting.
pretty good for someone who can't see in the dark, huh? Good for anyone, really. But
Yeah, it is.
And how much is that one?
Ooh, it's 750 gold.
that's a steal. I don't know if it's a steal. I assumed.
Well, out of everything here, personally, the gloves are most intriguing to me.
Ooh, thought you might be interested in that staff.
Yeah, the staff with the knob end.
It is a very well made staff, of course. I mean, I will give it a look, if you would not mind.
So the glass staff of defense is a +1 to your defense. Allows you to cast mage armor, which doesn't really do any good. But also allows you to cast shield using its charges. And it's a +1, I think, to all defenses, like a defense.
Yeah, it's probably saves and AC.
Yep. And allows you to cast shield. Pretty fucking baller.
Can you be like holding it or just attuned to it?
Attuned to it. You don't need necessarily to be holding it. You probably need to be holding it, but I mean, like,
What else are you gonna be holding?
I mean, her murder-nator weapon.
True. Good point.
I don't know if 5th Ed has a rule about needing to hold weapons and stuff. Yeah.
Not sure.
This is all you guys. Don't think any of these things are very good for eyes. So do you.
Blindside. Shit, that's nuts.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, I'm fairly interested in this dagger. You said you're interested in the gloves. Zane?
A little bit, yes. I mean, the staff is also very intriguing, but the gloves are as well. I do not know. The dagger catches your interest?
Yes, well, how about this? How about we take the dagger and the gloves off your hands for, let's say, 1,000 gold?
The dagger and the gloves for 1,000 gold. You know, I'm not. Well, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Doo-doo.
You know, we are going to be going back down
21?
into the Underdark. Perhaps we can get you something down there that you need. There's some type of material that maybe we could find.
No, I just trade. I don't really go for dangerous excursions, but that's a nice thought. 1,000 gold for the dagger and the gloves?
Yeah, just a deal as we might even come back for the staff later.
That's a 250 gold discount. I'll do 1,100.
I suppose that could be a pretty good deal. Zane, what do you think about that?
How about the staff as well, and we call it an even 2,000?
Hmm. Go ahead and roll persuasion, Zane.
Sure. 25?
Oh,
Oh.
He says, you know what? I like the cut of your jib. You and this fella here, you're nice.
Yeah?
2,000 gold it is.
Okay.
All right.
I'll fish out 1,000 gold, I guess.
Okay.
Here, for coming to save me, I'll give you 200 gold to make it cheaper for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put 800 in then, since he already took out his.
not 250 gold?
No, no. Good try.
I removed my 800, and then
Okay.
200 from Kaiser and 1,000 from Zane.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Dagger of Blind Sight, Glove of Missile Snaring, and Glass Staff of Defense, all in D&D Beyond.
Okay, pleasure doing business.
Oh, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I didn't catch your name.
Zane.
Oh,
Yes, I'm Lucius.
pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure doing business.
All right, Betty by time.
Have a good one.
Really quick though, I imagine you probably wouldn't have it, but would you know if maybe someone down here that might sell non-magical wands?
Oh, I've got a few. I keep them when I want to experiment. Here you go.
Could I...
He just hands you one.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
How much?
No, there's no charge. I just got 2,000 gold. I'm going to close down shop and go drinking.
All right.
That is very fair.
Sounds lovely. Enjoy your evening.
Enjoy your evening.
All right. Well, I guess we'll head out. Zane, were you wanting these gloves, or am I to take them? How do we want to split this up?
Yes,
I know staff, of course, yours. Dagger, of course, mine. Gloves.
Alternating weekends.
You are welcome to take them. Yeah, if you'd like.
I think that I would, unless you have a particular fondness for them.
No, it's quite all right. There is a few more things I might need to buy if you potentially could help me out with, since the dagger was only 750 gold itself.
Of course. Yes, I would be happy to assist in something else that you need. Of course.
Yeah, I just need some incense and powdered diamonds.
How much?
Well, it'll be 200 gold, but I was thinking of getting 400 gold worth. Of course, I have some of the gold for it as well.
Okay. No, I do a half and half sort of thing.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
All right, of course. Here you are.
I'm gonna head to the general store and see if we can find incense and powdered diamonds worth about 200 gold or 400 gold total.
Sure, I'll say in the city between a couple different shops you're able to accrue that if you spend the money. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably get some like travel rations
Yeah, I would like
for
to
when we're
get
down there
food
too.
and water too over there.
Are we going to the general store then?
Yes.
Oh no.
What the hell
Yeah,
did
I guess we are.
What did I
Well, I
call
don't
the
know.
general store? What was the name of the general store?
Let's see.
Wasn't the Gilded Goat? That was the tavern.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead there. So you all walk in and are able to. You're greeted by the relatively pleasant shopkeeper, that had kind of helped you out before. Who actually, I believe. No, yeah. So the shopkeeper helps you out, and says, welcome back. Did you find your friend? Is that your friend?
Yeah, it's our friend. He was down in the other city, like looking for mushrooms or something.
Undercity.
Oh, well, they can be good in a stew, I heard.
Yeah, I'm sure someone would have really liked it, but he'll never have it.
So, what'd you come here for?
So being down in the Underdark for like a few days, you tend to run out of food and water, so I need to get some.
So you didn't make yourself any mushroom stew?
No, I didn't get the chance.
Oh, it's a shame. Well, you can buy all the. I've got plenty of trail rations. Have at it. Spend whatever the hell they cost. In the player's handbook. Give a shit.
That's definitely a mood right there.
Are there like things out in the store, or is it just like a counter with a bunch of things like behind?
There's plenty of stuff out in the store.
Okay. I'm looking for some stuff. I'm wandering around the aisles.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Let's see what you find.
What the fuck is my +3?
Oh, Pog. Natural 20. So, it's technically not a shop, and you see a lot of different things. There's grappling hook, there's rope, there's trail rations, there's hammers, nails, all stuff you need to fix a wagon, carpenter's tool, herbalism kit, poisoner's kit, well, not poisoner's kit, that's insane. Alchemy kit, that kind of stuff. And what you also see, though, is that it's not actually a thing in the shop, but you see that he has what appears to be like a really pretty necklace resting on a bust behind the counter, because you know that he lives here as well. And it seems that and there's a rag next to it and some other jeweler thing. It would appear that in his downtime he's been making a necklace, a beautiful pearl necklace for someone.
Wow, that's a really pretty necklace. Did you make that?
Oh, I mean, I've been trying my hand at jewelry making just, in my downtime. I sell a lot of the equipment for all sorts of trades and stuff. So, just in my downtime, I've taught myself a few of them.
It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you make it for someone, or are you just making it for fun?
I have been married for quite some time. I made it for my partner.
Oh, they must be very happy. Do they know about it, or are you going to surprise them?
It's a surprise for our 75th anniversary.
That's very special.
It is. Not too shabby, It's a bit on the younger side of things, but young love, so still got to keep things fresh. We're not even past our first century together yet.
Young love.
100 years, that's when you know it's serious.
May you have many happy centuries together.
Oh, thank you! And he hands you like a lemon cake.
Ooh, Pog.
Like a little small ginger bite of it.
It's delicious.
Pog. Thank you, this is quite good.
Taught myself baking first, and then I moved on to tinkering.
You are quite the crafts person.
I try my hand. I have a lot of downtime here. It's a slow market.
Let's see.
Hey, actually, let me go to the back and try and show you something else I made. And he leaves, leaving you all unattended.
Guys, you guys should probably get a hooded lantern, maybe, for the Underdark, because we're going to be snooping around, right? So a hooded lantern might be a good idea.
Yeah, this dagger actually will be quite useful for that. I'll be able to see Out to 30 feet.
So that's one of you. So, Aubrey, what are you gonna be doing?
Just cast light on her glasses.
Well, no, well, see, that light's too bright is what I'm trying to get at. If we're trying to snoop around, right? So maybe a hooded lantern would be a good idea.
You can just hold my hand and guide me.
What about, weren't there some goggles?
Yeah, you can fix those, no?
Could, but I had some other plans. That
Oh, you
maybe I
bro.
could do something else. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like making the same thing twice.
I feel like you
Well,
and this guy
you-
would get along.
You're not
Yeah, I
cra-
mean, he did say it wasn't serious yet. It's only been 75 years.
Yeah. I'm going to purchase some manacles if we need to restrain someone. Is
What are
that
those
okay?
for, Kaiser?
They're
Sure.
for restraining people.
You had a weird shopping list today.
They're not for the gnome, are they?
I've been down there for days. I know the dangers. I just want to be prepared.
Okay, well, should we all get a pair of manacles?
I can get them all.
Oh my god, I have a great idea. Because Aubrey can't see in the dark, you can manacle yourself to her and then she won't get lost.
See, that's good in theory. I could she could just hold on to my shirt.
But what if
Or
somebody
I
else
could
holds
just
on to your
cast
shirt?
light.
No, light. What if we're in a situation where we need to move, but you can't see? So this is what I'm talking about.
Right, you'll be manacled together.
Okay, so that's like a buddy cop book, right? I am not getting manacled to somebody while we're trying to walk in the dark. Aubrey's going to trip, and then I'm going to trip, and then the laugh track plays.
I mean, Aubrey, I do not know what your plans are, but I really think if you're going to the Underdark, that goggles would be quite useful, unless you have something perhaps more useful you wanted to make.
I suppose I could make the goggles again.
Yeah, Kaiser, just make sure not to lose the key for those. That can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So he eventually, the shopkeeper returns. He comes back with a little box. He says, "This I made when for one of our earlier anniversaries, and they still keep it on near in the nightstand." They pull up just a little music box with like a little. It's not a ballerina. What it is 3 stones turning in concentric circles. Oh, sorry, synchronized circles.
What is this? Having never seen something like this before.
It's well, I just call it music stones. What it is, and he shows you the dwarven runes and the inscriptions. It says, one stands for longevity, one stands for health, and one stands for honesty. The 3 pillars that hold up a good marriage.
Does it sound good? Is the
Yeah.
music box
Yeah.
pleasant? Very good.
So, another thing I think we should pick up probably. I don't care about this guy's music box.
Do not.
So antitoxin might be really good. I don't know if he has any, but
Yeah, he has some antitoxin.
you guys should probably get some antitoxin as drow like poison.
Kaiser, you're being so rude.
I don't want to die. Smile.
Smile.
He's been in the dark for like a really long time. He doesn't remember how to talk to people. This is really pretty. I'm sure your partner's really happy and like really thankful. Do the stones like make music themselves?
No. They're just there to look pretty and dance around. They're a symbol of, we dwarves, we put a lot of faith in the stone, and we put a lot of faith in things that have been around a long time. So.
Are they kind of like Lucky Charms?
No, they're not luck stones. They're just symbols. They're runes. They're rune stones is what they are. They're not magically enchanted, but
While Kaiser finishes figuring out what he wants to buy here, I'll just lean against the counter and pull out my flute and just kind of match the song that was playing in the music box, adding little bits to it, but match it on my flute.
And then they just set it down on the counter in front of Lissa, and they turn their back and continue their duties.
Okay, I have purchased antitoxin. If anyone else would like to not be poisoned, it is there on the shelf. I found it in aisle C. I'll just leave it there. We should
Trolley.
probably
Let's trolley.
try to go to sleep soon. So
Let's
How
trolley
much
pride to
is-
sleep.
The antitoxin?
yes, antitoxin.
How much is it?
They're 50 gold each, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. If you think it is imperative, sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of poison down there.
Okay. 50 gold.
Aubrey will ask the shopkeep person, do you happen to have a flask of alchemist fire?
Alchemist fire, that's awfully adventurous. I think I do have, listen, I do a lot of different crafting and tinkering. Yeah, I think I have a couple vials of it left. Let me go check. And they kind of waddle off and find, and you open up a drawer. They're like, I'm pretty sure I kept it in a secure location. And they like open a drawer. They will get on top of something and open up some cabinets. And they're like, yeah, no, for sure. A safe location. And
You need help?
No, it's my shop. I got it. And you see they pull out from a really rickety drawer that's far too long. They kind of like, here it is. And you can see that there are just 3 vials kind of hanging out in the back of this drawer with a bunch of other junk. They're like, junk drawer. And they shut it and bring in three vials. They're like, I have 3 vials. Do you want them?
Yeah, I'll take all 3.
Yeah, mind that one. It's a little chipped. And they hand them all to you.
Yikes.
Thank you.
Whatever the player's handbook price is.
And so alchemist fire flask is 50 GP.
There you go.
So
All right.
100 GP.
All right.
150
Well,
You ready to?
this has been lovely,
We
but
ready
I
to,
suppose we're going to need to
Are we gonna?
head off to rest so we can
Yes.
head down on our excursion.
Goodbye.
Bro.
I need something. I forgot.
Oh,
You
all
were
right.
looking at this music box. I didn't know
Yes, it was a very lovely.
it was something.
I feel like it would help you sleep.
Probably.
Oh, it's not for sale.
Oh, I know. I was just saying I could listen to it all night long, but I need some salt and some wool.
Okay. That'll just be 1 gold piece for he just gets you a big old bag of salt and a maybe 3 yards worth of wool.
Perfect.
You got that? That's a lot of salt.
You want to? Will you help me carry it?
Sure.
You can
Thanks.
just put it in my bag of holding if you wish.
Oh, that works too.
Okay. Hand over the gold. Thanks, shopkeeper guy.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay. Well, you all
Goodbye.
have a good day.
Yes, you too.
Bye.
Lazy
Bye.
off.
I love Matt's just steal from this nice old man. Please steal from it.
He walks by. Guys, antitoxin over here is crazy.
Oh god.
I just figured that's what she was going for.
Yeah,
Not from this nice old man.
You were gonna do it. I saw your Twitter thread.
Saw the look in your eyes.
Yeah. I can. So, do you all go to the? Are you going to rest first? What are y'all doing?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Let's go to sleep,
Yes,
guys.
we're gonna go take a long
It's
rest.
a gilded goat for sleepy time.
You do get back to the Gilded Goat, and whenever you enter, you do see that old Maestra is there. She's like, yeah, the good doers and troublemakers have made it back to the Gilded Goat, and you can see she's nestled into a corner there. She says, "Good.
Like 2 rooms should be fine, right?
The innkeeper looks over. That's acceptable. We understand that you're staying here for free, so 2 rooms fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go put myself up in one of the rooms. I'll be right back down. Will you order me something to eat? Thanks.
We don't know what rooms we're in.
I will show you to them.
Thank you.
A half-elven gentleman escorts anyone who wants to up to the rooms and shows you.
So what's it like being a half elf?
Did you just ask him that?
Yes.
Oh my god, Kaiser! You can't just ask people that.
I can't?
No, you can't.
Kaiser, go back to the dining
Kaiser.
room and go order us dinner. Jeez, you're so.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you're so embarrassing. He just got back from the Undercity, and like he hasn't had any manners since he came back.
He
That's the answer.
looks at you and he says, "Sir, not to be rude, but I'm an innkeeper,
Right.
not a teacher.
Right.
If you're looking for subjects
Right.
about the personal experiences of half-elves,
Right.
there are libraries with those
True.
kinds of documentations."
Good point. Okay.
And he opens it, and he just looks at the rest of you like, "Well, who's this guy?" And he opens the door to your two rooms.
It just looks like he doesn't know who Kaiser is. Just who is he? I don't know.
Tip him a gold. So sorry.
We're so sorry.
Oh my god! Oh, Tomster, why? You just channeling every white person you've ever met.
That's what it is, the third term.
Gonna hit him with the. Can I touch your ears?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Yikes.
Fucking yikes! Oh, but what do you do to your hair to get it look like that?
Oh god!
Yikes. Problematic. Okay.
Oh no.
Common redirect.
We're asleep.
Yeah.
No, we're eating.
Oh my god.
We have to eat. It's really Kaiser. We're about to go in the Underdark. We have to have a healthy meal, and then we'll go to sleep, and then we'll wake up, and then we'll go. Okay, jeez.
It is Elisa who's taking care of you now, Kaiser.
I
Yeah.
It's okay, Kaiser. Just give me your bags, and I'll go put it down. You go downstairs and order up some food and drinks for everyone.
fine.
Okay.
Is Zergala still with us, by the way?
Yeah, she's tagging along there. She says, "Well, looks like you found your friend."
As we did.
Yeah, thank you for the assistance.
Yep. Suppose I'll be on my way in the morning.
Yes, we don't need to drag you around any further. We appreciate your help. We wouldn't have been able to save him without you.
It was honestly nice to come back to this city. I haven't been here since I met my former partner. It's really quite nice. But I do have to get back to Tribor. We have some rebuilding to do.
Of course. Send my regards to Lady Shinju.
Of course.
Yes, I do hope the aid that I requested was sent there. Suppose if you can send word that it has arrived, please do. If not, well, I just hope it has.
Well, we did see that shipment from them the day we departed. I hope the rest of it came too.
Yes, I see.
So, you are all sitting around the inn, enjoying a nice meal. The half-elven gentleman serves you politely. And for much of the night, you hear the chit-chatter of old Maestra. And she eventually does saunter over to you all's table and just sits down, doesn't ask or anything. And she plops down. She says, "So, how did you like your journey into the Underdark?"
May you're muted.
Muted.
I do. Nope, wrong mute. You're
Still
muted.
muted.
There you
Doing
go.
really well.
No, I hit it with my notepad, and then that's why. Okay, when she sits down, I'm going to say, I have to go to the bathroom, I'll be right back, and I'm leaving and I'm going upstairs, so we can do that later. But yeah.
Monkas.
Did I meet this Maester woman before?
No. She just gave you like the stink eye when you were being escorted through town. That's all you remember from her.
What the hell did I do? Hello. I think you have the wrong table.
No. These. I helped these people find
Hello.
you.
Yeah, she was the one who assisted us in trying to locate you. Whereabouts, Kaiser? This is Maestra.
Oh, Maester, how did you know where I was?
I didn't know where you were. What happened is I knew that the tunnel had been breached, and I showed them as much.
Oh, okay. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we have also informed Bruna Bartelhammer about your assistance, and hopefully we'll give you an apt reward. But if not, let me know, and we'll be sure to compensate you accordingly.
He's always done right by me. He doesn't care for me much, but he's always done right by me.
That is good.
It's very good, yeah. So, you're able to make your way through the Underdark? Encounter anything wild and crazy down there?
Ran into some drow. Yes.
Yeah.
Drow, that's scandalous. What were
That's
Drow?
good.
What were Drow doing so close to the city?
Well, we're not sure. Could have been a scouting party of some sort.
What would they be scouting for here in Gauntlebrim?
Any number of things. I mean, it's been an ongoing war, correct, between the drow and the dwarves here? Fighting over this territory.
Yeah, I remember the first of it. Sure, certainly. I just thought they would have given up by now.
Apparently they are persistent.
Yes, Drow can be very determined.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can put a stop to whatever it is that they are trying to do.
What's her angle, Matt? What does she want? What?
You are welcome to roll insight.
That's a nat 20.
What's the total?
27.
Okay. She is. You get the sense that this is an old woman who spends her days getting information from people, bothering others incessantly.
Yeah,
Does it
she's
seem more out of
Maya.
boredom or just...
The
It's
old
probably just out of
man that
boredom,
looks
right?
out
She's just
her-
an old lady.
Boredom, and social status.
Ah, I gotcha.
Old
That
man
makes
looks out
sense.
her living room
She just
window.
wants the tea. That's all. She just wants the tea.
The neighborhood kid.
So that she's...
She's a Zentarum spy.
Yeah.
Everyone's a Zendar fucking spy at this point.
Can never be too careful.
She's the original Copperhead.
It's true. She molded Maya into the new Copperhead.
Alrighty.
I don't like how that's lying. Oh no. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Yeah, no. I mean, what else did you see down there, Kaiser?
There was that gnome that he
there's
keeps
the-
talking
there's
about.
Yeah, he
That's
keeps
a-
saying there was some kind of gnome.
Yeah, there's a gnome down there. He seemed like a pretty okay guy, but
I'm gonna lean over to her and just whisper, I think he was tripping balls.
Oh.
so this gnome, right? He has this little pulley system with boats, right? And he does it with his mind. And he pulled me after I answered some questions for him, and he pulled me across the lake. And yeah, he asked me to go get some mushrooms for him from the mushroom forest, and we would eat it. And then I never went back.
Oh. So gnome near a mushroom forest in a lake not too far from the city.
Yes.
Who can do magic.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it is getting rather late, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, it's early! She says it's early yet. We barely begun to scratch the surface.
Walking around the Underdark for like a day straight, gets you a little tired.
Yeah, Kaiser is very exhausted.
Well, it's good. So a good-natured gnome. That's lovely to hear. Don't see a lot of those in the city. Well, I won't keep you. Enjoy. And I hope you don't have any wakeful rest. I hope you sleep deeply. Good night, adventurers. And she hobbles away.
Ominous.
Yeah, that was very ominous.
I come back at this point.
Who is that lady?
Yeah, she's a Zentrum spy, of course.
She actually?
No,
guys
no,
not a
no.
spy?
She's an old lady.
Oh.
I suppose we
Yes.
don't know, but yeah, I don't think so.
I mean,
Sure,
she,
of course. I mean, she could definitely be a Zentrum spy, but she's probably just an old...
Anyone
Lady.
could be a Zentrum spy. Lucius could be a Zentrum spy.
I am a Zentrum spy.
You are?
No, of course.
Maybe yours in terms spy, Kaiser.
Well, I'm a really bad spy.
That's true. He is a very bad spy. Did you see, Aubrey, you remember his disguise when we went to talk to Lemmy?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Which is very good.
Not a great spy.
No.
I thought it was pretty good, but
Good distraction.
Well,
I'm a very good distraction, actually.
Huh.
Yes, sir, yes.
I mean, if you ever need someone to draw attention, like Kaiser's your man.
I guess it's a good thing we got rid of the invisible armor then, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all of my bones ache, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
Okay, goodbye.
Everyone wave goodbye to Kaiser.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Kaiser.
Bye, guys.
I suppose I should get some rest as well if we're heading down there tomorrow. Could I?
Suppose we talk about exactly what we plan to do in the morning.
Could I also just find like either like an empty book or a scroll?
Sure. Parchment, sure.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Before I go to bed, I'm just going to use 200 gold of the incense and diamonds to just make a glyph of warding, a scroll with a glyph of warding, the explosion, so that when it's like unveiled, it'll blast outward. It's my last 3rd level slot for that.
Okay. So glyph of warding, got it. So you're doing what version? I'm sorry.
So let's see. Here, one
Is that the one with choices?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do.
When it explodes and kills everybody.
Yeah, I want.
Burn down another inn.
Because its casting time is 1 minute?
Yeah, well, casting time's an hour.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna wait on it just a little bit longer before I do it.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
Because even from a scroll, it'll be 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, because the detonation will be when you unveil the scroll.
Oh, okay.
Because to make the glyph, to form the glyph, it takes me an hour to form it.
Okay.
But then the effect is instantly.
Okay.
But I'm gonna wait a little bit longer on that. Actually.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, you're not
Yeah.
actually a proper. I get what you're doing. Cool. How long is it? What's the duration? Is it permanent until activated?
Permanent until activated. Yeah.
Cool.
But I am gonna wait on that for a bit.
Okay. So May, I got you covered. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
Attuned to some magical objects.
Oh yeah, I need to attune to mine as well. The dagger.
Ballin'. Okay. You can do that during your extended rest.
Cool.
Okay. So, many of you are capable of sleeping, and you do so, and you sleep very deeply. However, some of you, or at least one of you, the story's about fighting giants and Zentaran bullshit. And many of you are able to sleep, and you are able to sleep deeply. However, some of you are not so lucky, Kaiser. You find yourself attempting to sleep, but it's as if your mind has been invaded. You feel sweaty. You feel sickly, like you're coming down with a kind of illness.
The sickness.
Yeah, radiation sickness, as a matter of fact.
Sorry.
And you find yourself plagued with visions of of an unending darkness, one that not even you can see in. Your body in this vision you just fall into the Underdark, and you keep falling until you reach the very, very pit of the Underdark, way deep, deep down, the tunnels carved by Torog himself. You kind of land in this pillowy area where this purplish light glows faintly, And you could feel yourself consumed by this purplish light. And all the while you're seeing flashes of this like spider, giant spider that seems to straddle the world. And it just flashes intermittently at you as your body rests on the pink glowing light. You seem to be tossed in this sea of purple radiation. And it flashes ever more. This massive spider straddling the world. But you cannot sleep. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so I just have the visions of giant spider when I try to sleep. I would get up and I would. Where could I even do that? How big is this room we're in?
How big is the room? I would say it's a 15 by 15. It's pretty big. I mean, it's three squares by 3 squares in D&D terms, so it's small in D&D terms. It's sizable by normal people's standards.
Right. Okay.
We'll put this on.
I would look around. Are there any spiders in the room?
Go ahead and make a perception check. Let's find out together.
Wow, what is my bonus perception? I think 3. Yes. Oh.
So I would say yes, you do see a tiny trail of spiders. Just a couple of them leaving your room.
Could I hold my hand out to one, see if it walks on my hand?
You see them stop momentarily, and then they keep walking out of your room.
So they're leaving the room. They're not approaching me. Could I? Are they going in any direction? Could I follow?
You can follow them if you wish.
All right, I'd follow.
As you leave the room,
I'd move quietly.
go and roll stealth.
Oh, yep, that's a good sign. That's probably +0.
If only you had armor that gave you advantage.
That'd be so crazy. 12.
It's actually pretty reasonable. With everyone's passive perceptions, no one has proficient, -5 for being unconscious, so no one actually hears you leave. You and walk on down, and the spiders are taking you downstairs to the common area.
Okay. I'd continue.
Okay, as you do and wind down the little simple switchback staircase or whatever it's called, one direction then the other, you enter into the very, very dark tavern room where all the chairs have been flipped over and complete silence reigns. In a far corner in the darkness near the entryway, in a corner booth, sits a woman.
Yep.
A drow woman. And the spiders climb up on her table and kind of just dance around her, so to speak. She looks at you. This is the woman you believe to be your mother. You're alive.
Yeah, the gate wasn't very strong.
When cunning fails, brute strength will do. That's what you males are good for.
I'd unflip a chair and sit there as well.
So, are you happy to be back?
Yes and no.
No. What's the part that's not so great about being back?
I am sure there's a lot more to learn from you.
I haven't even begun to teach you. You're still an idiot when it comes to the game. The game of shadow and the game of faces. Do you want to be better?
Yes.
Good. You can start by thinking correctly. You need to stop being so trusting. Even and especially of old little ladies. And her shadow form shifts. And she
Oh,
turns
fuck.
into old Maestra.
That's sick.
She smiles. This one wasn't easy to isolate. Learning her mannerisms. She's always around others. But eventually I found her alone. And I took her shadow from her. And now she rests at the bottom of an iron grave. Her memories are now mine. Her shadow shifts back. She is the Drow woman yet again. So you found a little gnome friend in the Underdark, did you?
Yeah.
The deep gnomes, as we call them, are not really to be trusted. And if he's free, then he's defying the divine order of the Underdark in our society. His kind are meant to serve.
I will use his trusting against him. And I will gain the information I need.
Good. Good. Find where he came from. Find out how he got free.
I will.
Good. Perhaps you will be blessed by a Loth eventually.
Perhaps.
Do you care for this surface world?
I don't care for the land, but there are some people who I would rather bring below.
Such. And who would you like to bring below?
Basically the ones I'm traveling with and a few others.
The world below is not kind to outsiders.
Neither is the world above.
Excuse me, she'll say, But people will offer you small mercies in the surface world. You'll find no such courtesies down below.
They won't be able to.
No. Even what I'm doing here and now with you is against the law. If my enemies found out, I'd be dead. Well, they'd try.
I understand that you don't tell me much about yourself in case I am captured.
Yes.
That could be used against you. But I appreciate what you're doing.
Good. My time in the surface world during the war taught me some otherworldly affections. I feel I have a responsibility to teach one of my only children how to live in this world. You'll never be like me. You'll never be part of Drow society. But you could be a useful outsider.
I could.
Good. One of the ones you travel with, this Mr. Korakai. He's very useful. He's very influential. And he passes for charming and good-looking for surface dwellers.
Debatable.
Indeed. The alliances he brokers puts him in a powerful position, but the rest of you are just merely standing next to him when this happens. You need to make sure that you're part of these valuable alliances as well.
What do you mean by me? Do you mean as me as a singular? Sorry.
Yes, you as a singular. I don't care about the others.
I'll try. I will.
Yes, you will. Good. Good. Well. She leans back. Kind of studies you for a bit.
Is so they want to go down into the Underdark to attack the drow that are planning to attack some primordial place. Do they have any connection to you?
I want you to roll me either persuasion or deception. And tell me which one it is.
I'm using persuasion.
Okay, so you're honest in your attempts here.
That's another 12.
Why is it reading twice? Oh, because of the thing. 12. Okay. She looks at you. They are my enemies, the ones that you encountered in the Underdark.
Then it is perfect.
Yes, it is. Take you and your little team down there into the Underdark, and that'll be a pretty good the best opportunity I've had in quite some time. I plan to steal the Dawn Titan and broker it for a very large sum of money to Duke Zalto.
Is he in the Underdark? Underdark?
No. He is a very powerful fire giant.
My eyes go wide.
Who needs something like the Dawn Titan in order to complete his Vonden something or other.
The Wilden Dod.
War maker.
Mm.
So, once I broker this for him, he'll award me with a very large sum of money. So, take your little team down in there. Then I'll make my move.
All right.
Good. Get out of my sight.
I'll put up the chair nicely again, and I'll leave.
Okay. Where is my song? Where is my song? Here we are. Alyssa, you are surrounded by a dome of twilight in your dream, in a place where you feel safe and loved. And you can see your friends on either side, within this dome as well. I think you're getting better at this.
At getting better at what? Being here?
Yeah.
Or just... Yeah, it's really nice here. I like it here.
It's what dreams are made of. So you're ready to do more?
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Okay.
I've been trying to cause as much trouble as I possibly can.
Yes, you should. If that's what you want to do, you should cause trouble. So, should wake up right now and cause some trouble. I think it's a really good opportunity.
Okay. I like,
And then you wake up, and what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna very sneakily get out of bed.
Okay, roll
And
stealth.
Okay. Oh god. It's just a flat roll.
Did
Like,
you?
I always use my fucking roll. I always get like 19, 20 in my first two rolls, and I get like 2.
I was gonna say, did you want to use your new ability?
Okay. I was confused because it said set up camp.
Yeah.
Does that, like, matter?
I don't think so, technically.
Okay.
It's just a dome that you can construct.
Okay. So, I will construct my Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow.
So as you wake up, you kind of just use your hands and cast out some little fairy lights, and they... And now you're in like this beautifully dimly lit, like on a porch in a backyard. All these little fairy lights all around. Shadows coalesce around you. You get a +5 to stealth checks. And 16 with passive perceptions. No one's able to hear you. You sneak out of bed. What do you wish to do?
Okay. So I sneak to Kaiser's bed.
Okay. You find that he is not there.
I think to myself, where's Kaiser? I wonder what he's doing. He's been so weird lately, ever since he got back from that dark place. Maybe I should look through his stuff to see if that'll give me a hint into what he's up to.
Oh my god.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I'll tell you what you find, which one you
Yeah.
Investigation is this one.
roll.
11.
All right. What
Okay.
languages do you know?
What languages do I know? Celestial, Common, Druidic, and Elvish.
Okay. So you see a lot of papers and a lot of books that you wouldn't expect, of course.
Okay.
So
I'm rustling through papers.
Yeah, a lot of it you don't understand. The scripture is like really weird to you. Some of it you do understand, as it's Elvish, and you're able to read some of it. It seems a lot. What?
Is it like a general theme, or is it just like random things?
It's a lot of random.
Okay.
There's some Elvish script, but you don't understand the formation of the wording.
Okay.
You find. Let me look at my inventory. See what else you find. You find a shield. You find a bunch of notes. Basically, is the most interesting things you'd find. Torches, a healing potion,
And
golden salt and pepper shakers.
And the bomb of cloud kill.
Oh, I gave that to Aubrey. I never got that back.
Oh, okay. The
Okay.
poison thing. Okay.
Oh, the hat of disguises in there.
Yeah.
If you want that.
Disguises?
Hat of disguise.
A hat of disguise.
The
yeah.
top hat right now.
Okay, I want to steal. So I'm going to pocket the salt and pepper shakers.
I like those.
And then also the paper that looks like Elvish, but I can't tell what it says.
Stolen by. Okay.
Stolen by. And then I take the salt out of the salt and pepper shaker.
You
and
swap
put it...
them.
What?
You gotta swap them. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take the salt. I'm gonna put all the salt in his bed.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put the pepper in the salt shaker. And then I'm gonna put it back.
You're a monster.
But I'm gonna keep the
notes.
parchment. And then I'm gonna. Oh God! Do I go for the trifecta?
Okay, so the pepper is in the salt shaker. The salt is in my bed.
And I took the paper.
And you took the paper.
And oh God.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I take. No, that's too obvious. Then I get caught. And I don't want to get caught.
You put salt in my bed.
I go back to, and then I get back in bed.
Okay.
And I go back to sleep.
Alright. Kaiser, you're entering the door, and you sneak off, and you close your eyes as you hear Kaiser come back up, and he comes in the room. Kaiser, you're back in your room. You can see all these beautiful fairy lights and this kind of dimly lit, gorgeous, perpetual twilight in the room.
I'll go lay in my bed.
It's salty.
Fuck, yup. It's salty. I'll look at the two other people in the room. Do either of them look like they are fucking faking being asleep right now? I'm fucking pranked.
Roll insight, and Alyssa, roll deception.
See if I got fucking punked by my roommates. Insight's +0. That's a 9.
They look sound asleep.
What am I supposed to do? I'll take off the comforter that has all the salt, maybe, or the under thing, and I'll just fucking and then I'll put it back on. I'll go to sleep.
All right. It's just one of those things where you're constantly dusting the crumbs off behind you. You can't quite get comfortable.
Can't quite get them all.
But you do eventually sleep, and you all benefit from an extended rest. You awake the next morning. What do you wish to do?
Which one of you motherfuckers put all this salt in my bed?
What are you talking about?
I'm in my room with those two still.
What are you talking about?
I woke up and I checked my salt and pepper shakers, the gold ones, right? When I woke up, the pepper was in the salt one, and the salt was all over my bed. Which one of you did it? So I'm gonna ask.
Why did I do something of this sort? I don't know.
Why the fuck would I put salt in your bed?
I don't know. The fucking punk me. Told a
You
prank.
just spent however long trying to go rescue you, not to cause you minor inconveniences.
Alright, it was Lucius. That's the only answer I needed.
I wish it was, but it wasn't me.
Well then, who would it have been?
I don't know. Fucking salt fairies. What do you want from me?
Salt fairies. Lucius, you're getting worse at lying. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to come up with a lie for. But didn't.
You used to pull a bunch of fucking pranks back in, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I did do that. I do admit how this looks. But didn't Alyssa just buy an entire bag of salt that you carried back for her?
I didn't carry it back. It was in the bag of holding.
Oh, right, but you offered to carry it
But
back.
I offered to carry it.
There was an entire bag of salt.
You know what?
Like, it was a lot of salt.
But you're a suspect.
Like, the salt fairy thing is sounding a lot more realistic now.
Alright, I'll get up. I'll go knock on their door.
There's a knock.
Hello? Occupied?
One of you motherfuckers put salt in my bed.
Kaiser, what are you yelling about?
Someone went into the room when I went to go use the bathroom and put salt all over my bed.
I don't even have any salt. It's in Aubrey's
Alyssa,
bag. It's in Aubrey's bag though, and it's that big bag.
Could have took it out when she went to sleep.
Aubrey, but it's so big. How would I even have found it in that bag unless I knew where Aubrey put it? It's a bag of holding, Kaiser.
That's how they work. You just say, "Hey, I want this." You put your hand in, you get it. I'm pretty sure, right?
Is that how it works? I don't know. I know how.
I think you do.
That is how it works. Yes, you can grab whatever item you want from it.
Okay, well, give me salt then, and I'll just like say it out loud and hold my hands out as if I'm expecting the salt bag to just like rise out of the bag of holding and float towards me.
You have to do it. You reach into it. I'll just show you, and she'll go to the bag and just like get the salt out, the salt bag out.
See, it's closed, Kaiser.
That doesn't prove anything, though.
I mean, if I don't have the salt, how am I?
Pepper shakers. One of them's empty, and the other one has pepper. So they, 2 + 2 = 5. Doesn't make any sense here.
Just come up behind. You know, Kaiser, I wasn't lying about salt fairies. They are real.
I didn't.
Kaiser.
You came in here saying that I used my salt that I bought, and now you're saying that I used your salt. What are you even saying, Kaiser?
Kaiser, you did kind of insult someone yesterday.
Who? Who did I
Perhaps there
insult?
was some
What is
retaliation.
it?
The
Which one?
wonderful innkeeper half elf.
I insulted
That's
them?
true. Yeah, you did
Yes.
make some remarks that were very
I just asked them what it's like to be a half.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Kaiser, I grew up in the woods, and I know better than that.
How?
You did insult him, and now he insulted your bed.
I'm ready to move on. The pun's over. I'm done. I walk out.
I've been ready to move on since they started. I think this
Well,
is.
you should have put salt in my bed then.
That's
Okay,
true, Zane. Maybe you
Kaiser.
shouldn't have put salt in his bed.
Zane just walks out of the room.
Zane has been converted to the Church of Let's Go.
Aubrey did two things, by the way. When she woke up, she
Okay.
infused her goggles again, so they now work
Yeah.
as goggles of night vision.
Okay.
And then she infused the wand with a cantrip. She can do
Cool.
that as level 6.
It's
Yay.
awesome. Artifices are fun. So do you all just kind of gather after that team meeting, and head on into the Underdark?
Yes.
Okay.
Guess so.
Probably
no.
get breakfast and kind of so what's the plan?
So plan, I lead us back to where I saw the drow from, and we kind of go the direction they were going, I believe.
Wait, are we going to the drow or are we going to the gnome?
I guess we can go to the gnome first because he's on the way. That works.
All right.
I guess you'll have to collect some mushrooms for him, won't you, guys?
Maybe we should just get
Maybe
the
you
gnome
should bring
and
some
then
of that
come back.
salt. It might make it taste better.
I mean, we have a bag of salt in my bag.
I don't have any salt.
I have salt. It's
All
fine.
my
I got
salt's
I got
gone.
you
One of you
covered.
motherfuckers. It's cool.
Wait, but-
It's fine. Not even angry. Smile.
Are we? We're going to go. Maybe we should go get the gnome and then come back with the gnome and then get information from the gnome instead of just walking in there.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable, actually.
Oh, sure.
You don't sound too convinced, Kaiser.
Let's go. Let's just get this food to go and let's go.
Yeah, Kaiser, I don't like when you just say sure. It just seems really, I don't know, passive aggressive. Not like you're not quite committed to the whole thing happening.
Listen, I woke up with fucking salt in my bed. I'm getting flamed.
Kaiser, can I borrow your manacles?
Sure, you can have one of the 5 pairs I have.
Thank you.
Yeah, why did that general store have 5 pairs of manacles?
I don't know. He's a freak, maybe.
Why did you buy 5 pairs of manacles?
If we need to tie up 5 people or manacle 5 people.
Okay, fair enough.
you
You
buy
seem to
rope
be
too?
prepared for everything.
I've already had rope.
Oh, so you've got rope and manacles, alright.
I have rope,
Wait.
manacles, grappling hook.
Oh,
like
hooks, huh?
Pitons.
That's
Do
nasty.
you have a gag too? What?
What?
Yeah.
Why
How
would I
do
need
you-
a gag?
I mean, you have to be
When
very
people are
prepared for
trying to
this.
yell, if you're going to manacle people, they try to yell out.
We could just use like rope, right?
Did you
Hey.
buy one pair of manacles for each of us?
There's 5 of us. If I wanted to manacle myself, sure.
Okay, great.
All right.
Let's
and
go.
so,
I start walking. I've had enough. This is such a terrible day.
To the gnomes then.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Alright. So,
I guess when you've been married for 75 years, they have to keep it interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So, with some assistance from the guard, you were able to move the stone and pass on in the Underdark, and the stone slowly shuts behind you.
Goggles on.
And in the very lonely darkness, the impenetrable darkness of the Underdark, you all steel yourselves for the journey to come, because you know that these drow warriors are not to be trifled with. They were incredibly dangerous when you fought them, and you don't know how many more lie ahead. and you still have yet to fight any of the feared and legendary drow wizards. And with that, you go on to try to find the gnome and hoping to find an ally. And we will actually go ahead and call it there for the night.
Okay.
Woo, doggy, folks. That was a fun one.
I wake up with salt in my bed, and everyone's like, "Why didn't do it?"
Maybe you shouldn't have snuck out in the middle of the night.
Maybe you should have put salt in my bed.
I mean,
Really makes you think.
I mean, I know Kaiser is a meatball, but you don't have to season him like one.
Please use the pepper.
So, with that, folks, we will go ahead and call it. Y'all are just a delight as usual. I actually did have a lot of fun. We'll go ahead around and tell them who you are, what you got going on, and your favorite moment from the night. Tom.
Hello, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Tom Stir. I play Kaiser, the human, whatever. Who knows anymore? Stream Tom Stir Hots, Twitter Tom Stir Hots, Instagram Tom Stir Hots, I think. Because we'll be using Instagram in Europe. Sorry, wrong one.
True. It's true. We're not going to Europa. We are going to Europe.
That'd be impressive if you're going to Europe.
Yeah.
We'll be streaming WoW Classic when it comes out as well. 18-hour days, degen hours. Big Pog. Favorite part, fucking going downstairs, seeing my mom, realizing that she was the lady I met the other night. It's definitely a big Pog when the realization. Why is she looking at? Why is she mean mugging me? That's why.
Why was she so helpful to your friends? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I couldn't believe it when Lucius got a 27 and she got a 28.
She beat me, didn't she? Yeah.
By one. By one.
That happened in my campaign the other night against Aubrey. She got like a 27, and yeah, mine was a 28 as well.
Oh,
Yeah. She beat you by one.
Yeah, it happens. Those charismatic people. Be good. It's crazy.
Yep. May.
Hi, I'm May. I play Alyssa Seleniari, the annoying Druid Asmar. My favorite thing from tonight, oh god, was probably obviously was putting salt in Tom's bed. I tried to sneak away earlier, but then I couldn't remember how to message Matt, like, DM in the chat when I was like, I go to the bathroom. I was going to do it then, but then I couldn't remember. So we had to, but it was perfect that he left because then I could just, wake up and go do it. So yeah, that was nice. And then you can find me on Twitter at MaybeBuzz or on Instagram at MaybeBuzz. And I post all the time, even if the goons who I'm going to Europe with don't. And I'll just make them do it when we go.
That's so exciting. Casanova.
Hi, I'm Casanova. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Casanova Hots. I will be streaming Classic WoW, going for the world first race with the guild hero. You can also find me on twitch.tv/HeroesHearth for the goons. On Monday, we may have a special broadcast tomorrow night as well. That will be for TFT. Other than that, you can find me here on Dice Priori on generally Fridays, but it seems like this week was Thursday, and I don't know. It probably Fridays in the future, but we'll see. And yeah, my favorite part. It's just how Matt always makes every character so goddamn untrustworthy. I just love it. It just because every time, yeah. No, I just love that. It's great. It's just awesome. Thank you, Matt.
I'm glad you like it. Hey, the guy with the blue hair was nice.
He was nice.
He was the original Copperhead.
Cobalt Head was actually his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowan.
Hello, my name is Crowan. Yeah, you can find me here on Dice Priori, generally Fridays, Wowie 9:30 CST. But outside of that, I stream myself on twitch.tv/Crowan pretty much every day besides for Mondays at 2 p.m. CST. Stream a lot of that team fight tactics, going pretty hard in that. There's going to be another qualifier thingy tournament Saturday, and then some bigger tournaments next month, so looking forward towards those. Favorite moment? I would say, Zane doesn't know, but the fact that this Rashawn's mother person
Ooh.
is
Campaign's bleeding.
yeah.
Kaiser's mother.
Oh wait, not Rashawn. Kaiser's mother. Yeah, that one. But yeah, she has some stake in Zane's political affiliations, so that's interesting.
She sure
Definitely very interesting.
Deep are the minds of Mirabar. Faye.
Hi, I'm Faye. I stream on my Twitch, which is Faye14. Play a lot of Teamfight Tactics. Play D&D on this channel on usually Fridays. Also tend to stream our Sunday game, usually. I also got Monday campaign that hopefully we're playing this week on Tetcher's stream. And yeah, so favorite moment... I try not to make my characters do puns too often as someone who likes puns. But, sometimes you just gotta get them out there. So
Nope. Sometimes you don't.
It was the perfect opportunity. I couldn't not take it.
You could have.
You're just salty.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yikes.
Yikes. Big yikes for me, dog. Alrighty, so I'm Matthew Foreman, folks. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I am here at Dice Priori. You can find me at variables at sometimes biggest. So Ghost of the Machine is on a 10-week hiatus while I take a break to recharge and plan part 2 for this, falling action of the meta plot. And then we should be here mostly on Fridays. I'm working with my wonderful players and their esports schedules, so we might move it around a little bit. Biggest thing I'd actually like to let everyone know is I'm actually designing my own Powered by the Apocalypse hack. Based on existentialism and it's honestly like my whole thing of like existentialism, fantasy, etc., etc. Very much like Ghost of the Machine, but powered by the apocalypse and getting away from some of the D&D elements, obviously. So it's in the early stages, but I will actually be doing some play testing on Saturdays. Some Saturday coming up here pretty soon, because the creator of Monster of the Week said to play test early, and by God, I'm gonna. But yeah, my favorite moment from tonight, I did enjoy being the Drow Mother. I did enjoy that reveal. But I just enjoyed. I will always say this, like, it is so nice to just sit back and just watch you all do your thing, because it's very clear the love and trust that you all have with each other, and you can really do some outlandish things, but it never gets awkward for me. I can't remember the last time I felt like I had to babysit anyone here, and that's a really good feeling as a DM when your players know how to tell a story and will just give each other shit, but no one you all love each other. It's beautiful to see. Alrighty, that's the whole kit and caboodle, kittens. We will see you next week, Friday, 9:30 p.m. CDT, Big Boy Season. I'll keep you posted. Bye.